Pokemon, 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 Pokemon.
Okay, you can hear me. Hello. Alright. So, no, he's not. Absolutely not. He would not have said the things that he said on his video if he was. Absolutely not. There's certain things that he said that he really shouldn't have said, by the way. He really shouldn't have been talking personally about the way she was reacting to medications. The household stuff, like, oh, she won't even get the remote. Like, she was basic. He was basically exposing so much. Um, I, I kind of feel like it was wrong for him to spill so much tea. The only thing I could really say is that he should have had a chat with her before even making any kind of video about her, saying, oh hey Maya, I'm going to be making a video about you, I hope you're okay with the things I'm going to talk about. I guess they must have got into an argument or something like that. I feel like he's given a lot of personal information. Of course she is given a lot of personal info that he was. Oh god, I'm going red. I'm going red. I'm going green again. Hey, I was effing for a second. How am I doing now? Can you hear me properly? Okay. So, I could have handled that a lot much better. You know, I really don't know what else to say. I've covered a lot in my previous stream on. Sorry about that. I went F. The whole thing was scuffed. So the connection's a lot better now. What I was just saying is that the only person that is genuinely close to her and is in on the things that she's doing is the King of Tulane and her other mod Jimmy. The reason being is that King of Tulane account is the only account that she ever shouted out. So she's always like, please go follow my king on Instagram, etc. So you'd be the only other person that I would say, in communication with. They probably haven't spoken, her and her father. So that's a bit of a weird one. She did say that she literally decided to make the decision to move on her own. It wasn't necessarily being kicked out. She knew that she needed to leave. He sold his house to buy a Corvette. There was a conversation with her friend that was well documented. Sorry, I need to go back to my chat because see, there's this Wire Monkey dude. Shout out Wire Monkey. I remember you being a mod from back in the way back when. Okay, let's see. Oh god, CX drama, man. This takes me back to the good old days. Street cred. Was Hampton Brandon never that much of a tough dude? Anyways, back to the actual chat. Okay. Can I even hit? Yeah. Can be a very nice guy as well. That's true. You know, that's the thing about Hampton Brandon. Oh God. Okay, I need to send this to the Reddit bitches. 6 minutes, yeah? It's definitely well past that. And there you go, I've not been banned. Downvote this guy. Idiot, man. Flipping out. He's happy. Oh my lord, got me subbed. Um, that was my guy Wire Monkey, by the way. He's a real cool guy. Oh, say, of course he said things to make himself look better. Absolutely. The thing is that he's not perfect. We're not all perfect as well. If you're watching my premiere on YouTube as we speak, or if you watch my previous Twitch stream, the one thing that you will find is that I make points about him putting himself first, being selfish. You know, those are just natural things. I don't expect him to be a perfect parent. I'm not even saying that he's a bad parent at all. I'm not. But there comes a point in a parent's life when they haven't been there for their child for long enough. They reach an age such as 18, same age as Tessie, and it comes to a point where he could have done more. He definitely could have done more. And if he had a bit more patience, if he understood that, her mental health issues, the medication that she's needed to take, that he was complaining so much, or she wouldn't, that's all part and parcel of the same thing. You can't just sort it out by here, here's your prescription, here's your medication. That's basically what he thought would have been the solution. You as a father should have known that if she's having difficulty with it because body image issues, because of issues previously with anorexia, clearly as a parent you should be stepping in a bit further and trying a bit more to help her whilst being a bit more patient because of her issues. Does that make sense? Right. I think it's a valid point, to be honest. I think it's not a quick fix though, isn't it? It really isn't a quick fix. You can't just be like, bang, meds, great, cured. That's not how it works. It never worked like that. There are parents who have had to deal with a lot more difficult, and I'm not saying anything against normal people or normal parents. There are parents who've had to look after actual disabled people who are high maintenance. It must be a lot of work, a lot of frustration. I don't think he's ever had to do anything of that sort. I think he's a very hands-off parent with a very hands-off approach. She did mention that she spent a very long time living with her mother before she even moved with her father. They were divorced and she had to live as part of a split household for a very long time. She's had to move from country to country to country. She spent time in places like, I believe, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates. She spent time in Europe as well. I think part of it must have been for the work he used to do. And then she only recently moved to Texas to settle down. Thanks very much for saying. Kind of does make sense. These are just my opinions, they're not facts. I'm just trying to understand why things have played out the way they have. You know, I'm not trying to take... They say, okay, look, I'm trying to take people's sides and stuff. Tessie has made mistakes, let's not lie. And I'm here to address that. But there are things that people who are in her life, people who are close family, could have done more to help her before, you know, some things went blown out of proportion. For example, there's under no circumstances should he have ever gone onto video without at least trying to sort things out within the house, if that makes sense. You know, I just feel like that's a bit unfair, and the fact that I think, here is my theory. Listen up, okay? Listen up. So, I'm just gonna mute this for a bit. I've got it. Thanks for that. So, check this out. As soon as he found out that Tessie was streaming, as soon as he found out that she was doing the sleep streams and all that, and something happened obviously in the middle of one of her sleep streams, and then he found out that she had access to the internet and that she had her own YouTube account. He must have looked at those videos, found those videos, checked the views on them and the subs, and he must have felt jealous. It's a very weird thing to say, believe it or not, but he already had a YouTube channel. In fact, I'll show this to you. So we're gonna go on his channel. I really didn't want to, you know, promote the dude. No offense. I just feel like, welcome to my creative studio, by the way. I hope you think it's nice. Damn, I didn't even know that I got a lot of views on the Twitch live. This thing that I have right now has already got 34 views. That's amazing, and I've got another sub, thanks to Wire Monkey. But yeah, I've been looking at all the CX and all that stuff, and all the people who've made videos about it. If you can see that right now, formerly me. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. He's got 8.14k subscribers. Believe it or not, he's been growing in subs as well, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy is an IRL streamer. Like father, like daughter. Look at this. Did I just show? Oh wait, hold on. God. 57 views 17 hours ago. He's jealous. He's jealous. If this was Tessie, this would be on 5,700 views. Does that make sense? He's doing this. He's literally on the front line trying to make videos. He's in Vegas right now. He doesn't give a flying fuck about his daughter. Oh my lord. Wait, hold on. Let me actually see if I can turn this up, see if you can hear this as well. Viva Las Vegas, man. Look at this guy. He bought his Corvette and now he's running with it. He sold his house, kicked his daughter out, and now he's driving in his Corvette through Vegas. Man, this is some funny stuff, I swear to God. Oh my lord. Oh god. Am I helping him just by letting the ad play through? I'm just trying to sort something out on my Twitch. Oh yeah, great. So, I feel like he did that video in order to blow himself up, and I don't think he would have gotten those subs at all. All those people who subbed for him basically felt sorry. Exactly, that's right. They felt sorry for him for the wrong reasons. They felt sorry for him for the absolute wrong reasons, I tell you that. It is just, that's very cynical, by the way. Very, very cynical. He wouldn't have got those subs if it wasn't for Tessi. Simple as that. He doesn't have that many likes or dislikes. To be honest, should I really be watching one of his videos? Look at this guy. Can you hear that? Wow, look at this dude. Yeah, look at this, promote himself. In the link below. Link below. Road trip. This is some funny stuff. Oh my lord. What does it say in the description, just very quickly? Okay, so he's just like putting links. Hey look, his name is Jim West. Damn, okay. I never knew. And look, man, this guy's really promoting himself hard, like, more so than Tessi. Tessi doesn't even do that. She just has a link tree which has all of her links anyway, which is quite smart, to be honest. A link tree is a lot better than having all this clutter. I'm guilty of doing things like that, you know. I want to see how many comments are to do with Tessi. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Flew into Las Vegas, rented a car. Okay. Not a single mention about Tessi. I think these people are actually friends of his, to be honest. Like, the guy is asking how he's doing. I don't know. Probably some people who've been following him on his journey. I don't knock what he's doing. I think, you know, it's good. I think it's good that he's made a channel to promote his stuff. I think this is some decent content. In my honest opinion, objectively, obviously, I think there's some good stuff. But, as I said, it's very cynical to have used her the way that he did. Your own daughter. Just to boost your own platform like that. That's sickening. That's absolutely sickening. Can't believe it, man. Okay, I take that back, man. We're literally just watching him driving in the middle of the desert. God, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. Oh Lord. This dude, the seaworthiness guy, you should check the Reddits, man. It's crazy. Unless you came from the Reddit. If that's the case, thank you so much. Mad. What do you believe? Look at this. So I decided to put the stream up on YouTube originally. In fact, I should be getting more people on here. I don't know if you guys are going to be okay with it. We all needed to know you are either a troll or a retard. So this must be something to do with the recent comment I posted. I don't know this comment. It's the King of Tulane one. That's not me being a troll. I'm actually genuinely happy for them if they are, you know, moving to LA together and getting married. Her and her king. That 10 toes down for Ratch Gang anyway, and you know it. So if he's the one that she's basically helping him with the move, it's not me really trolling if I'm just actually wishing him luck and support. You know, I actually do care. You know, I have no ill will. For the most important thing, as I said, is her well-being, her ability to continue to stream and to make videos for as long as she's abiding by the terms of service and community guidelines. I believe that people should be allowed to carry on making videos, especially ones that I'm a fan of. I like her jokes, I like her diss tracks, I like her mukbangs, her way of misspelling words. Those are things that I really like as well. It's just throwaway stuff. I don't take many of the things that she says quite seriously. Apart from that, the only thing I could really say is, oh, sorry about the echo, by the way. I literally had the output up so that you could hear the video that I was playing. I'm still sort of getting used to it. I bought some new shit, so I'm still getting used to the tech. Wow, let me go back on that Reddit then, and then let me see, like, See, stop making fun of people with mental disabilities. They say they want to cancel Tessie for making said jokes. Yeah, look at these people. I was only wishing King of Tulane all the best. I was also happy for Tessie, who I am a fan of. That is not trolling. That is showing support and wishing people the best of luck in the future, with a promise to follow them. And what the hell? God, man, sometimes I type too fast. Yeah, with a promise to follow them. And well, on later posts and streams through the journey, it would be nice to see them in LA. If anyone should get banned, it is you. You made fun, oh God, what am I talking about, of people with mental disabilities when you used that terrible and offensive R word. Yet you want me banned, and you want to cancel Tessie for similar reasons. That just makes you a hypocrite. I suggest you check yourself before you make any comments that would contradict the point you're trying to prove. Good advice, isn't it? So tell me, guys. Oh, sorry. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay. I know you can't see all of it. I might have to shrink myself down a bit. Okay, that's much better. Can you guys see that now? Thank you. We're basically the same, we're no better, so what's this whole fucking rally, or what's this drive about trying to get her cancelled when we've made similar jokes, we've done similar things, yet nobody's been screaming for our heads. They literally don't want her to make a single penny from streaming. If there's people that genuinely like her for the quirky things that she does, like I do, I'm a fan. I'm gonna keep watching the streams. I mean, donate a couple of quid, and join a membership, because that's what you do for creators that you support. People pay a lot more money for games on Twitch and all that shit, and they're not that much different either, you know. But we're all the same. The people who have genuinely shown concern and said, "Oh, I've never made fun of the, you know, this or that. I've kept it clean." They've been victims of similar kind of, I would say, insults or even bullying from other people. I understand, and I feel bad, and I stand by you. Don't think that I'm going to be trashing your opinion. I'll sympathize with it. Just give me a valid reason as to why you feel the way you do. But I know there's a lot of things that I could already obviously pick and call out that I'm, sure that needs to be improved and addressed. Things that should not be said anymore. Mistakes that she made that she really needs to work on. Before anyone else has to tell me that, I'm not going to be on making excuses. Apart from that, though, the people like, "Oh, she should die, she looks ugly," or "Look at her body, she looks like Michael Jackson." Those people are horrible people. They're really, really horrible people. They're looking for someone to hate, and unfortunately for Tessie, you know, people would consider her someone very easy to hate. So if you got a hater who's not really a nice person, they're gonna go on her and then they out of boredom, out of incel rage as well. Because another thing that you need to learn is that the reason why she's also got as much hate as she does is because, you know, the majority of the majority of the viewership, the majority of the people who view her videos are all, well, mostly male, and they're misogynistic. They don't know how to talk to women properly. They are very insulting. They've made very sexist jokes, you know, about body parts, about sex. They're like, oh, she's not gonna have sex with you. Oh, she's not gonna go out with you if you seem like that. That's not what it's about. I don't give a damn. Do you think I'll go watch a creator and be like, oh yeah, that's the person I want to marry, or that's the person I'm gonna go out with? I'm gonna make sure I do everything I can in my power. No, because then I'd be viewing for the completely wrong reasons. It's okay to fantasize about someone, you know, not too deeply, but to be like, oh, they're amazing, they're queen, she's great. But I never did in my head, never in my head did I ever think, oh great, she's gonna be going out with me. Oh, she's gonna like. That didn't even occur. That's not what this is all about. I remember that. I remember at the end of the day, even if she's a creator, I am watching a female creator, so I have to be a little bit more careful. You know, a lot of these dumbasses, these donuts, will be coming with a completely wrong assumption, wrong accusation, just because, and it says a lot more about them than it does about me. Does that make sense? Yeah, the racial jokes as well. The fact that, oh, look at you, you're Arab this or some have been. I'm not going to finish that sentence in case that they try to take me down from Twitch. You won't take me down. Moderators, I'm a good boy. I'm a very, very good boy. But yeah, they're using the exact same things against her. Yeah, well, and they're claiming that they hate her because of xenophobia. This is something that I talked about in my last stream as well. A lot of the people who used to go to my school were ethnic minorities, just like me and other races who used to make fun of each other for the stuff that their race did. And I don't even want to talk about any of the things that was being said. You know, the one thing I will say though, it used to happen on, like, it was so casual. You know, a lot of the people were friends with each other, so they used to like make fun of each other with the exact same roasts. And the thing about Tessie is that you should watch the IG live that she did with Smooth Sanchez. Let's be honest, that was a massive shit show. That took me right back to high school. You know, Smooth Sanchez was saying all sorts of stuff about Arabs and Middle Eastern people, calling her like a terrorist, bomber, etc. And then she retaliated by saying stuff about Mexicans. Both of them are wrong. Both of them fucked up. They shouldn't have done it. It's not even funny, to be honest, but they both have tough skin, so they can dish those kind of insults to each other. That's exactly how it was in high school. I'm not saying it's right, and I always refrain of doing that. I don't even do that stuff with my own friends anymore. You know, I've grown up, man. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm goddamn 24. Shit. Look, this is the great thing. I don't care about the hate that I receive for actually showing some kind of sympathy and empathy for her situation. But I'm not a blind person who's gonna say, oh yeah, she's perfect, she's done no wrong. I want to stand up for her and the things that she deserves to be stood up for, 100%. You know, the thing is, the reason what draws me into her is the issues that she's had with mental health and also her family situation. Those are two things that I really hold close to my heart. I've had similar issues in the past. You know, I'm dealing with these issues, to be honest. And I understand what kind of goes through her head could be a bit chaotic. I know how it feels to be that lonely and have to be independent, literally living on your own, having to pay everything out your own. Well, I'll say from a young age, when I was, you know, ever since the age of 18, like 19, I was always, you know, working full time. And family relationship was estranged. You know, I spent some time in the care system myself. I'm going to be honest. You know, things never worked out for the best when I tried to reconcile my own family. I realized how difficult it could be. You know, other things in terms of mental health issues with depression, anxiety. She's got a bit more, I would say, ADHD and potentially, what's that other medication she's on? She's on Vyvanse. Yeah, because the Adderall's definitely for the ADHD. But you get what I'm saying? So I relate to her having those issues, and I understand how difficult it can be. The anorexia touches me as well. I feel like it's not being properly addressed. I think she's still suffering from symptoms of that as well. So I have right reasons to show sympathy for some of those things. She is. Deep down, she's just trying to fight. It can be quite tough when there's hundreds of people just throwing same old insults. She has to have a tough skin. She has to deflect it all back at them. Whenever she actually goes off and she says stuff about jealous poor losers, she's not really just saying for the sake of it. She's saying it because people are spamming in her chat and she's had enough and she's actually trying to communicate with them. Chat is the only people that she would actually really speak to during the day, apart from people like the King of Tulane. Does that make sense? And when you've been doing streams after stream for days and days on end, it can get tough sometimes. But I hope that's that raised a genuinely valid point. So, by the way, my advice to you, Marimo Moscow, don't. Did I pronounce that properly? Yes. Don't be afraid to show sympathy where it's due. I say just be impartial and be as honest as you can. I know people think that I'm like kind of simp. I'll say everything good about it. If you want to let people know, let them know that, look, you know that Tessie has her own issues. You know you don't agree with everything she says, but always explain to them that I don't think it's fair that she's dealing with this and that. She hasn't done this. Why are you reporting this video if she hasn't actually said anything sort of inflammatory? No racial remarks in most of her streams, nearly all of her streams practically, to be honest. People are just pulling it out. They're grasping at straws with the whole Molly thing as well. So let them know that you feel like there's something wrong with their behavior. If you find them, the only people I actually respond to, the people who have genuine concerns, who said, okay, I'm worried about that, animal specialists, etc. I'd be like, look, I really do understand and appreciate your concern. Some of these people, they genuinely do care, but most of the people, they don't. They really just don't. They just want to have someone to bag on because it makes them feel better. That's good. You shouldn't be. No one should even be afraid of. There are some crazy people out there, I'm not going to lie. And I've already had a few messages and things directed to me for all of this, as you can imagine. But I don't let that get me down. If anything, not just because I'm in London or anything. Like, it's a big city, you can come find me if you want. But mainly because nobody really has the balls to do that. All of them are literally keyboard warriors. Literally keyboard warriors. That's all they do, is just they'll only express their opinion because they've got no other way to vent their frustration. And like I said, a lot of the things they say, they really need to be checking themselves a lot more instead of giving advice and well, they're not even giving advice, they're just criticizing and insulting people just for the sake of it. And they need to look at themselves and their own behavior before they decide to speak about it. Otherwise they run the risk of being hypocrites and making very hypocritical points, saying hypocritical things, just coming off as a hypocrite. That's one of the worst things, biggest turn-offs for me as a person. I can't be your friend, or I can't seem to trust you if you have a problem with someone and then you say something that is the exact same thing that you had an issue with, but because it's you saying it and it's not them, and you've already had a bias and a hatred towards them anyway, that you would have probably complained about anything that they said. And this is the situation with Tessie. I can't get down with that. I'm sorry. Exactly. But I don't mind people going in, digging deep into the nitty fucking gritty. As long as they've done their research and they're literally, I would say the way that people need to be a bit more objective. They need the pros, the cons. They need to be a bit more balanced in the way they talk about things, and then I'll be able to learn to trust that a bit more. There's people like me nitpicking, I would say, not for the wrong reasons, but kind of like asking questions. Some questions are just left unanswered. we talk about it anyway, because it's my opinion, it's your opinion. It's just a discussion to understand why people feel the way they do. But I've been on this page too long. Just gonna quickly check something. But it's been really nice to have you, though, Mary Moscow. These are the exact same things that I wanted to accomplish, was just to talk about some of these issues we've been having. And I don't know how many people came through the Reddit. But if they want to know, or if they do want to talk about this, then I've always invited them to come onto the live streams for them to want to ban me, because they don't. They could easily just come on and say, "Oh, you're wrong. You're just chatting crap. You're chatting shit." They can troll me if they want to. It's not going to help me, because I've got nothing to gain financially. I'm a very, like, as you can see, very small channel. Barely got anyone on here. That's not what it's about. I spent so much time on Tessi's live streams that I was like, hey, why don't we just do our own live stream and talk about it, kind of like in a podcast style sort of thing. And she's actually helped me with my confidence. Just seeing her do her thing, I'm like, damn, this young girl is really going and getting it. I thank her for that. I watched a lot of creators, but she really, I'd say, the things that she said and did, she really pushed out the boat to the point that you're like, okay, well, if she's sticking her neck out, and I'm a fan of her stuff, and I'm sick and fed up with the hate that she's getting, which I feel some of it is unjustified, a lot of it actually. Why not just go on and talk to these people and see what they think? You know, explain to them, because I've had a lot of outrageous things said about me. They're like, this guy's a simp, he's brain dead, he must be 12. So, and other things as well. Man, there's so much I've lost track. There's so much that I've actually lost track. Oh yeah, number one, they've always called me a bot. I'm sick and tired of being called a bot, so I decided to show myself in person and actually do the tweets, to post the comments, to reply to the Reddits in person, sort of. So now they can't say anything. Oh wait, they do. They're like, how could you? Hey, look, there's a black person supporting Tessi. Oh my god, this person hates his own race. He's a racist. He supports race. First thing they do is make a comment about the skin color. They don't even care about or have to listen to what I have to say. For what it's worth, Tessie has liked a few of my tweets. She has hearted a few of my comments on YouTube. She's pinned a few of my messages on the live streams. I've been on her Facebook Live, and we've actually directly chatted for a very little bit on that, only because there was barely anyone viewing it. And I was literally, I was religious with it as well. Yeah, IG as well, when there's not that many people on the live in real time, then what I do is that I've got a few mentions on that as well. So, you know, she probably might not have the time to do any research, but I've actually even promoted some of this stuff, the streams and stuff, on her own channel, like on the comment section, and also on her Twitter profile. She must have, at least by now, may have gone and clicked on it. I know for a fact that people like think King of Tulane must have seen my stuff. Maybe he's watching me now. If he is watching me, by the way, hi King of Tulane. It's nice to see you guys. I hope everything's okay with you. I hope everything's okay with Tessie as well. I know the last thing she did was the IG live, because she's on a break from the YouTube because of the whole strike thing. She can't stream for the rest of the week, for another few days at least. She will be back on YouTube. Okay, this happened the exact same time last month, and it was done within a week or so. So apart from that, I mean, I would say look at the older streams. I did one about checking out her 40th birthday. She was celebrating her 40th birthday, and people are taking her seriously. She's 18 years old. She's turning 19 this April. COVID 36. She calls it COVID 36. She says it's not real, and people still taking her seriously. 10 billion subs. 10 billion hype. 10 billion. I celebrated that, by the way, man. That's a joke. Call me a troll whenever I've like commented that on the YouTube videos and on the tweets supporting her. But you know, she's smart. She's just exaggerating. She's playing around with it. If she finds joy with that, it makes me happy as well. You know, it really does. Seeing her smile does make me smile too. Seeing all this hate tear her down and get her stressed, make her have to raise her voice, it makes me want to do more to actually help and support her, you know, because you never know, maybe sometimes some days are too overwhelming. The people that take her seriously must be morons. That's insulting. I'm not going to say that. I think a lot of people just refuse to understand why she would even say things like that to begin with. The people would be like, oh, you can't be serious, right? Oh, you can't be serious. They're the people asking the right question. If you don't like her and you're like, oh, hey, yeah, you can't be serious. Can you not see that your thing's 9k? You know what, I don't believe you. I know you know that it's not 10 billion. I know you know that it's not, but we're gonna say it anyway. They don't understand trolling. It's like, what the hell's happened? There used to be a bunch of creators who used to do the exact same shit. In fact, they still do the same stuff. But it's like they don't want to believe it because it's Tessie. Like I said, they have a personal vendetta against her, and for some reason they won't let it be. They'll use so she jokes about that. She could be joking a whole load of other things as well. Whole load of other things. One thing I would say is these people are not too bright themselves. So they really commented and felt genuinely offended. No wonder why they're giving her hate about all sorts of stuff. They're not as nuanced as they should be. You know, if it was one of their favorite creators saying something like that, man, they would be laughing and eating it up. Straight up. Absolutely. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. And, so, I think, has my premiere finished? Oh man. By the way, shout out to Y Monkey, this guy right here. Sorry for hotting you up. It was one of our previous mods. He knows the inside story. He knows a lot about what's been going on, in fact. So, if you've seen previous live streams and you've seen his name, he's another person who's been following and has been helping Tessie for a very long time. So there are people, not just me, there's people who know just as much, or if not more than I do. Like Y Monkey knows more than I do about Tessie. So that's an interesting thing. There's a few other people like the other mods, like I said, Jimmy Bravo, who's still a mod of hers. They'll be able to give you a bit of answers. And this Y Monkey dude, proper nice guy. Ever since, always been chatting with, is actually, you know, decent people. You know, also cares about her well-being, wants to keep tabs, and you know, join in the chat and conversation. So those are certain things that people, if people are like, oh, I don't understand who would support her, I don't care, get down to the business side of things and actually find out who they genuinely work with and how their relationship is with them. You know what I'm saying? Tessie is not how she is on the live streams in real life. You have to understand that. I think people don't know how to separate the character from the real person. Her true name is Maya West. Whenever she goes to, like, you know, obviously a lot of streamers and a lot of YouTubers go by aliases anyway. Like Asian Andy's real name is Steven. so yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if we could listen to some of this. I know it's already on my Twitch. You're probably be like, oh, if we wanted to watch this. I think I'm the only one watching this stuff. It's alright. So yeah, I hope you guys got a scoop. We're gonna go on Twitter for a bit, by the way. I'm just gonna, how do you say, I'm gonna try to share this stuff. A lot of what I say is kind of attention seeking, potentially. The reason why is because I need to draw the haters so that I can talk to them. Call me it's a bit weird, but I feel like if they want the answers, they can get all of it now. I promise them I'll give them all the answers that they need. all they gotta do is come on and we'll have a chat. They must have seen me. If you're a hater of Tessi's, you know who I am. You know how successful they made her? The amount of views they've given her, they must have spent 24 hours, a whole day of watch time, watching Tessi streams. That was actually very funny. So if they want to dedicate that kind of time into actually helping her, make a lot more money through like ad clicks, through her AdSense, then be my guest. All your dislikes and people actually setting targets for dislikes. You're absolutely right. People they'll set in like, oh, make sure she gets as many dislikes. Let's get to 1,000. You're only helping her. You know, YouTube do not give a damn about how many times you dislike a creator. The only thing that they care about is how many views do they get and how much engagement does the video get, i.e. how many comments, likes, and or dislikes. So people actually completely, forgot the point. They don't understand how YouTube works. That's another thing that we're talking about. These people aren't as bright as we think they are. If they were smart enough, they would stop engaging with Tessi. They'd stop giving her views. The best way to cancel someone is to make sure that they don't have a following at all. You can't force someone to get cancelled if they're abiding by the terms of service, and Tessi for the most part was abiding by that. That's why all of her streams have managed to earn shitload of hours, shitload of views, and has made her enough money by the time she's already received this recent strike. And her latest video was not even that long ago. It's still up. Her latest streams actually got 6k views. Just to show you, forget that formerly me. See, she's one of my subs. I'm sub to Ice Poseidon as well. He's a good guy. But yeah, this one, 26k views. That's how much they miss her. That's how much they miss her. 3 days ago, it's already got 26k views. You see this? I bet this has more views than Ice Poseidon has. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. But do you get what I'm saying? They're missing Tessi. These are all haters' views. They just want to be like, oh, this girl, she makes me so angry. It's like I said, it says a hell of a lot more about them than it does about her. I think they need to go and seek some help. They really need to seek some help. I need to self-promote on. I need to let the people on Twitter know that I'm here, man. First of all, let's go back on goddamn Twitch, bitch TV. If you like the stuff, please follow. As in, I'm more than happy to engage with my very small viewership and give me some requests, any suggestions in terms of things or things to talk about, things to do. On PC or literally just through the live chat. So I'm going to share this on Twitter. And we're going to get down to some Fortnite as well if you guys you wanted to see me play the new update of Season 6. I know you guys have been waiting for that. It's been amazing. These last few days there's been some very interesting conversations, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here and chat as well. Especially you, Marima Moscow. This has been very informative, and I hope that this gives you a better perspective and you can come away from the stream having learned a few things or thought about a few things you haven't really considered, or knowing that you're not alone with some of the things that you're thinking, that other people also raised valid concerns but for the right reasons. It's not weird to think the things I'm thinking about, the things that we talked about is actually perfectly valid if you've been following her long enough. As a supporter, no worries. Absolutely, it's not you should be thanking me, it's me you should be thanking you, honestly. Instead of receiving abuse and hate saying, all sorts of threats, go die, you're the scum of the earth for supporting Tessi, you come here actually asking the questions that needed to be asked and talking about the things that are actually important here. That made me really happy. Alright, I hate this text count. My opinion, unpopular opinion, the tweet text count is not long enough. People made Twitter tweets longer, then I think it would defeat the purpose of it. That's kind of it's a bit cynical. It is a bit cynical. Okay. Very cynical. Actually, no. So, I'm still trying to get the hang of multitasking. I don't do it as well as some people do, but okay. We'll put the link a little bit higher up, to be honest, right there, and then we'll just remove that. Wait a minute. That was a nice thing that I actually said. Watch me say hi today. I might as well just write that then. Okay. Actually, no. But yeah, it's true. It's been a lot of this has been bothering me this whole time. All this drama, a lot of things have been bothering me. I felt like I just needed to get out of the chest, get out in the open. You know, I'm not right. You know, what I say could, is probably wrong. It's just my opinion. Like I said, at the end of the day, and I'm not trying to make it any baseless comments. I always try to refer any of the things that I say to evidence of it in previous streams, other clips and stuff. I'm not just going to pull it out of my ass and use it whenever it feels most convenient. That's not how I operate, and a lot of the haters think that they can get away with cheap throwaway remarks, thinking, yo, I've ended the conversation, I've ended the debate, and I'll show you why. Look at that Reddit that I was recently sent. Can you ban this troll? And then it was like, you sent me a link to a comment I made wishing King of Tulane and Tessie the best for their move to LA. As I said, I believe that they're in a romantic relationship and she is the closest person to her. So is all you needed to know? You're either a troll or a retard. You should never be saying that word, by the way. People need to rethink their use of that word. You're making fun of all the mentally disabled people. It doesn't matter what the hell you say about Tessie if you're saying these things. Hypocrisy at its finest. Like I said, I was just running through. It's only wishing King of Tulane the best. So happy for Tessie, who I am a fan of. It's natural to be watching a lot of the streams, to be subscribed, to get latest notifications, to say hi to the live chat, to never miss a video of someone that you follow, because you like them and you're a fan of them. The haters, on the other hand, you're breaking terms of service by doing what you're doing. You're deliberately actually going on to people to hate. A lot of these people, they have to be banned on the chats. They have to be put on timeout, because the amount of times they spam, say some horrible things, it shows that the character these people are, most of them are just nasty internet trolls. So the people who actually had a problem with Tessie for genuine concerns and have never been disrespectful like that, is kind of counterproductive to that. Whatever happens, your mission in trying to get her cancelled or removed is aided by people who are doing the same thing, and they're trying to get cancelled, they're trying to get removed, but all for the wrong reasons, and they are guilty of the same things, or most of them are guilty of worse. Let's be honest. They've said worse, as in the things that have been deleted on the chat. I've seen them horrible shit. Not a way to speak to. Again, I say, so a lot of it's down to misogyny, sexist comments against women based on their looks, their body, and also ridiculing anyone who supports them, especially any guys who support her, and automatically assuming that they want sex. That's, it says a lot more about them and how frustrated they are with themselves. People who come with those kind of responses, you're never gonna bang her, you're never gonna tap that or pipe her. I'm like, you are the textbook definition of an incel. I hope you look in the mirror in the morning and you realize that. You make yourself sick. You just don't want to admit it. It's very therapeutic, this. I'm not gonna lie. And it's cool, it's chill. For me, it's 3:35 a.m. GMT. I have to wake up very early to start working. And not that early, to be honest. I don't have it as bad as other people. Shout out to all the people, the early morning workers. People have to get up literally in 1 hour right now. You know, you keep doing you keep making that money. Don't let anybody stop you from achieving your dreams. If you're grinding hard at a job on your way to your next, planning your next thing, you know, if you dreamed of being something, you're working towards it, but you have to try, you know, keep food on the table, roof over the head, money in your pocket, then I salute you. Honestly, the shout outs to all the people trying to make, you know, the best out of the life that they got. You know, I love you a lot. No, we didn't. No, wait, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Not yet. Okay. Oh, Lord. You know what time it is? Wait a minute. The Reddit... Because I send the Redditors to my latest YouTube one. Oh, fantastic. God, I'm kind of nervous now. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks to the workers, man. Especially during this pandemic, man. I know how tough it can get. I know how tough it's been for the essential workers and all that. It's been the most stressful year that we've had in a very long time. You know, if I was a lot younger, if I was a little kid, I just wouldn't understand what's going on. But like, why do we have to, you know, wear masks, wait in line for the supermarkets, especially at the time that COVID first hit? It was very tough. I started having to work from home a lot more, and a lot of people don't have that option. Made me realize and appreciate the things that we had, I'd say, before the crisis. A lot of people who've never found themselves in any kind of issue, spotted by the middle class people, suddenly find themselves, you know, running short of savings, laid off from their jobs, on taking pay cuts due to, you know, that sort of furlough. It's tough, but I would say I've learned a lot over the last year. I wasn't really the best person myself, but I've learned to sort of appreciate more of the good things and to be patient with the bad things that have come. Other things, this is, I don't know if I could say that this is evidence of me trying to turn over a new leaf as far as trying to deliberately do my best to see the good through Tessi's content, despite the bad that people have made of it. In fact, I wasn't even trying all that hard. I was recommended to Tessi by Sensitive Society. And I say recommended because the first thing I did was check her channel out after watching his video about, yeah. And the more I watched her streams, at first I was actually like, who the hell is this person? I think they're superficial. They might be superficial, say all sorts of terrible things, but she is a very interesting character. The more I kept watching the streams, the more I sort of understand that she's actually very weird, quirky, and interesting as a person, and that a lot of it is a facade, a persona, and that she built up. I believe deep down she genuinely has empathy. It can be quite difficult to show sometimes, and as I said, a lot of the things she is deliberately trying to do to capitalize on, I would say, views. She knows she's going to get hate, so basically she's trying to make the best out of it. I don't really know what to say in terms of, like, even if she was to, like, spend the next 10 streams genuinely apologizing, saying that, you know what, the only thing that they'd be happy with is her never streaming again. They want her cancelled, they want her cancelled permanently, you know. So I don't know, even creators I don't agree with are start to, I don't want them cancelled. The people who should really be are the ones who are, genuinely preaching horrible things. If their creators inciting hatred in a lot of ways, like serious, genuine hatred, not this young 18-year-old girl trying to make it on YouTube with throwaway comments, like, then I'd understand. But this goes to show exactly the issue and what's wrong with cancel culture. I think it's gone so far to the point where people, they say something that we may disagree with. They may have made a mistake that they apologize for, and they'll still get cancelled. Classic examples everybody knows about: the Shane Dawson, the James Charles stuff. David Dobrik. I already knew exactly what you were talking about. David mother flipping Dobrik. Oh god, his is a bit of a weird situation. Hey look, I got a response. But if you're talking about the stuff that happened with Seth, that's interesting. I think Seth is a clout chaser, however, like, yeah, I completely agree with that. A lot of these things are retrospective. A lot of these things, they're digging it up from like historical records and literally digging through all your stuff. They can't find anything, so they have to settle for something that was 5 years in the past. That's the only thing they got to use against you. So they did the same thing with David, and lo and behold, he's getting videos, commentary videos made about him now. I think it's a two-way street. I think he could have been a bit more sort of careful with the way he done his vlogs. The skits that he did, he just needs to make sure he's got consent to do some things. You can't keep doing pranks completely out of the blue, like the Seth kissing Jason thing, crazy. But the other thing as well is like the racial jokes that they've been doing in the vlogs. Now the thing that made me feel a bit weird is that, like, for example, stocking a whole fridge full of terrible, it's not funny at all, it's horrible. I do not condone that. Watermelons, okay, it is what it is. If they're both involved in it, I know that, for example, they do skits. I know the people involved in David Dobrik's squad are specifically there to seek clout. They want to chase clout however they can, and they're okay with it because that's the way they operate. They're friends who want to gain views and to gain money as a result of those views. They're okay with doing skits that are outlandish. David's okay editing some of the most controversial parts of the vlog and putting it out there. And there was a message from, I believe, Seth saying, you know what, let's do another skit. And David was like, what, you serious? Are you serious? And then Seth was like, yeah, go ahead, clout me up. It is what it is, man. It's between the both of them. People can try and make commentary videos. I don't really think it's all that bad. I think David Dobrik is an alright dude. I was a fan of his vlog squad stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of some of the members more than other members. No, don't even think I'm talking about people like Jonah. He's one of my favourites. I love that guy. Oh, really, he's really funny. I like his family as well. I love the fact that he's brought us into his home, and I can relate to it. You know, out of all the like sort of glitzy glamour LA stuff with a lot of the other members who seem to be, for the most part, quite perfect in their nice places, their nice houses. You look at Jonah's family in comparison, and they seem, you know, like, I don't know, if you don't live in this, I would say, suburbs, if you live in more sort of urban areas where there's a lot more, I would say, diversity, or if you know, friends or family who remind you of the Antonians, then I like that vibe that they give, man. It's so authentic, you know. So, with that being said, I'm trying to add Playmate Tessi as a moderator for my YouTube live streams. So, I'm going to make sure that happens. She is going to be one of my mods. She's never going to come on chat. She's never going to come on chat. I'm still getting people coming onto the Reddit. In fact, let's go, let's do this one quick. Revenge of the Simp. These are just interesting titles. They made me laugh when I first thought about it, so I thought, why not use them? Episode 3, Revenge of the Simp. Like, obviously it's a play on a Star Wars film that came out, 16 years ago, Revenge of the Sith. I was a kid back then, man. Like, young boy. Still in primary school. Well, what Americans call elementary. I was in the 5th grade. Oh, God. Let me try to share this crap. I wonder, what do people think about people who are similar to Tessie, like Belle Delphine? What's that other girl's name as well? I don't really know, to be honest. That goth-looking girl. The thin one. I forgot what her name was. Oh my lord. But they are people with bigger followings who do similar stuff, say similar things. And they've got a lot more supporters and a lot less haters. I believe that if Tessie can build her own small little bit of a following, then she should be okay. She needs moderators that are also literally on the ball when it comes to... I know King of Tulane, whenever he wants to chat, he actually doesn't pull any punches. He not only does he get them timed out, gets rid of spam, but he's like, look, if you guys really want to play, we can do that. And then chat obviously dies down a little bit, and the conversation becomes a little bit more civil. That's when the streams become a little bit more enjoyable to watch. Oh god, oh yeah, I remember Erin's scandal. Oh god. That's very weird. I feel bad. I don't think like she should really be punished because it wasn't malicious at all. You know, when someone's intentions wasn't really bad, but they got caught saying something that other people may have a problem with. With Erin's case, I know she's a really nice girl. She's a very polite person, and she's had to deal with the backlash of that. That was many years ago as well. That was a long time ago, as you said. They're trying to cancel something that's happened. This is way before. This is like, what, nearly 10 years ago? Yeah, or around that time, I think. She must have been, 18 at the time. She's like 28, 29 now. And Corinna, she's on Twitch now. I might see her soon. Oh yeah, but they're different. Like, I don't know. Erin and Corinna, yeah, like they're definitely not like Tessie. As in, there's some like outrageous people who, I mean, I know they've done skits. I know they've done some funny, weird skits, but I'd say in a more standalone fashion. But then again, the whole Vlog Squad, they do things with each other anyway. There's no way you're going to catch any of them on their own or with just like the two of them. Unless they're doing like a one-on-one mukbang. But I get your point, exactly them. They're not going to get the scrutiny. If you're in a Vlog Squad, don't worry. It's all fans, nobody hates them. They don't really have haters, to be honest, let's be honest. They're well loved, you know. By kids, I think they got quite a young demographic as well. Like, that's a very funny one. I don't know why I'm pulling any punches, man. I should get this all sent out. Alright. Let's reply to some Reddit people. Can they ban me? They should never have done that. Notice me, senpai. Lol. The seaworthiness needs to... Let's be honest, he needs to be quiet. If he's got nothing constructive to say, we've been back and forth for a very long time. He just won't leave me be. It is what it is, though. Came to notice you. Oh, that's nice. That's not so bad. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, that's not so bad. Thank you very much. Notice me, senpai. Thanks for wishing me luck. I will most certainly need it. I like these comments. These are nice and polite. I like when they're saying stuff like this. It is meant to be taken as an insult, but it's not that bad. You know, technically, the way that I have been talking, you can say stuff like that because it is suggestive. It does make it seem like, hey, notice me. But there is the reason why I'm acting the way I am, and I would say talking the way I am mainly is because there's no one there to support on the Reddit. I'm one of the only people out there. I just want it to be known that I'm actually okay with Tessi. I like her stuff. I've been following her streams for quite some time now. So, with that being said, I know the situation of King of Tulane as well. He came on the Reddit as the only other person to actually defend Tessi. Someone who's actually close, so that's expected, and that's very bold of him. I just thought I'd show him some support for the fact that he is fighting tooth and nail for her, and I'm sure he's going to do his best to make sure that she still remains on. So he's one of the people, well, he's the main person who manages as to whether the things she's saying on stream meets the terms of service. So he always checks that with Tessi. Tessi always checks that with him. So for her being on as long as she is partially in thanks to him as well, because he's always checking that. But apart from that, I mean, wishing me the best of luck is a nice thing for someone to do, and I can't fault anyone for doing that. So that's why I responded. Oh man, I gotta scroll down even further. Wait, let me do a reply and I'll show you. Okay. Yeah, you can see that now. So lol, thank you very much. Notice me, senpai. That's me. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna deny it. The way it sounded, it is what it is. I do want them to notice me. Hi. And thank you for wishing me luck, like I said. I can't be angry at anybody for that. But then you get idiots who want to take the debate a lot deeper, and I'll show you this next comment. Oh god. Do you like the title, by the way? Check this actual title of the Reddit. Revenge of the Simp back at it on Twitch in spite of the hate. I even talked with one of my viewers on the live chat. This was on a previous one as well, about all the Tessi drama and why I feel the way I feel about her. Together we had a very interesting open discussion. Enjoy. I'm, putting this on the highlights, man, 100%. I hate how they tried to use, as I said, you're trying to use my skin color against me. Some people are very, very cynical. You just said the R word. You just... Show me an instance of her using... Wait, let me actually check this out myself. I don't think I'm going to be... Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to have a look. Hawaiian Gamer. I can't believe I've given this Hawaiian game another view. I'm sick and tired of this one again.
Yeah, I can't play that.
Was it the echo? Was it the echo? Was it the echo? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. She said it the same way as Pokemon. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me play that one. Let me play that one more time. Okay. Okay.
Tell the manager my car's fucked here. Fucking niggas are due. I last abortion, dude. Bro. This nigga honestly, dude, just I just need the manager to tell the manager, Yeah, I can't play that.
You see that? You see that? She's like, no, I can't play that. I can't play that. In case. And that's fine. And that's fine. That's completely fine. Do you understand? So that's another thing I'm gonna touch on a little bit more. So she actually did say, yo, I can't really say, like, I can't put this up. And she wasn't even meant to say that in an offensive manner anyway. Fucking me. Use the N word in this. Actually, I shouldn't really be doing that. You saw it, Twitch. You do what you want to do. I just thought that I was allowed to say something like this because I actually can say, but as I said, it's not really in my vocabulary and I don't really want to say it. That's why I always have to say it as the N-word. Not because it's not authentic. I could say it, but it's that hypocrisy kind of thing. Why am I going to say something that I know other people can't say and try to bait them into saying it? It doesn't really seem fair. If I'm around another one of my then that's a different situation. Oh god. Pronounced. And in a friendly way here, she played the clip and said she couldn't put that up because of the word, so she didn't even mean to offend. If you want to use my color against me, then you are just as bad, if not worse, than Tessie. Stop bringing up the issue that I support her and I know she is not racist towards black people in general, which is true. She's a Playboy Carti fan, but it's not just because you're a fan of it. Yet you don't try and cancel Pokemon. How hypocritical is that? You just can't leave Tessie alone, can't you? put that clip of the Hawaiian gamer one as well. Where is it? Oh, here. Yeah. It's not even that bad, to be honest. I'm being serious. That was more of an accidental. Oh shit. This is a similar thing to the whole Erin situation, by the way. She never meant to say it in a bad way. This guy is racist. He's absolutely racist for weaponizing my color against me. I have an argument that she's not racist against black people like that, bro. Especially if this is just a slip of the tongue for something that a lot of people like to say to each other, to their own friends, in a positive manner. People listen to how many songs that say that N-word because their fans are predominantly black rappers, like in hip hop, for example. They sing along to the same things. They don't censor themselves whenever they hear the N-word. They sing along to it, and that's something they cannot help. You know, that's true. Like, if someone said something offensive, oh, black people are this, or if they said, why don't you go do this? Oh, thanks for it's a good reply. Yeah, it's true. That's what I'm here to do. As in, like, I don't want to get into any stupidness. I'm not even going to let this emotionally affect me. I know it can be a very tough subject to tackle, but I'm going to keep with it a clear mind, objective manner. I say it's not really going to influence the way that I think about her, because you saw me go look it up as well. You saw me look it up right in front of your eyes so that I can listen to it and make my decision. If she did say something that would have changed my mind, as I said, anything I don't disagree with, I would have mentioned it right here on this stream. It would have probably affected the way that I thought about her and the way that you viewed Tessie as well. And let's make sure these Reddit people, you know, they get the message. Oh god. Accidentally. This accident? Nah, I'll just do it. And wait, are showing your own racism. I can't like it. Which is a baseless. It's a baseless accusation. Lyrics also say it to their friends of any race and color. Wait, I'm just gonna say race. Just say like we don't need to be. It can't be like water and aqua. They're both the same thing. Does that make sense? That's scored him, man. Look at this. I have to take a break for one. Oh wait, hold on. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. I have to take a 1 minute break. When was the last time I replied on the Reddit? Answer me that. It was minutes ago. It was only one reply I made as well. But they let me post one reply every 15 minutes. These people, they can reply twice in like a 5-minute period. Maybe it's down to my post karma. The rules of Reddit have completely scuffed. Like Ice Poseidon says, scuffed. 1 more minute. I'm just gonna have a look at the time. Yeah. some kind of restriction, to be honest. That's what I think. I think I don't think it's because maybe it's because I got downvoted. With Reddit and the system of downvotes, it hides the comments that get downvoted the most. No problem anyway. I know that they're trying to stop spammers. That doesn't make sense. They're literally just stifling and stunting discussion. Imagine someone replies to you this long ago. Wait, 41 minutes ago? The last reply I made was around 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 10 minutes. That's just not fair, to be honest. If I have two different replies that come through to me, how
Pokemon, Howie Pokemon, Howie Pokemon, why you do that, Cookie Man? Cookie Man, don't do that, Cookie Man. You look like a crack heady man. Pokemon, you so motherfucking ugly, man. So much motherfucking